You open your inbox and find an email so sugary it could rot your teeth. They're raving about your extraordinary book, your captivating bio, your magnetic creative aura. Well, you almost blush until the pitch flips. Then you realize they're trying to sell you a $550 author spotlight, or a boosted review package, or a guaranteed bestseller campaign. Your dream of being discovered collides with the sinking realization that someone is trying to make this month's rent off your hope. Most book promotion scams follow the same four psychological triggers. And once you spot them, you can dismantle the whole thing before it drains your wallet and your morale. Welcome. I'm DL Hughes from velocitywriting.com. In the next few minutes, I'm going to show you how the scams hitting authors work psychologically and how you can protect your hard earned money and your confidence without becoming a cynic. Let's see the biggest psychological triggers that scammers use. The praise trap usually starts with praise so thick it could come with a mop. Like I said, plenty of praise. You're extraordinary. Your book stopped us in our tracks. Your creative voice is magnetic. Well, that praise feels good because it lands on something tender. Most writers don't feel seen. Promotion often feels like you're screaming into the void. So when admiration finally shows up, your nervous system relaxes. Your skepticism unhooks itself. Here's the trigger at work. You're special. You've been chosen. Now, scammers know praise isn't just bait, it's disorientation. By overstimulating your ego, they short circuit your ability to evaluate whether their offer has substance. Writers who feel invisible are especially vulnerable here. An author who received an email calling her novel the most important historical work of the decade. Her book, well, it was a 34-page novella self published the previous month. They hadn't even opened her Amazon page. And that was the tell. The praise wasn't insight, it was a pressure point. Now, here's the weirdest part of the praise triggered trap. The real danger isn't falling for flattery, it's believing that you're immune to it. Confidence blinds faster than ignorance. And once your identity is hooked, this next trigger pulls even harder. The Vanity Vortex. Psychological trigger number two is exploiting your vanity. Yes, we all have some, don't we? This is where the money factor appears. It's a $300 to $1,000 opportunity, a spotlight, a promotion blast, a bundle of guaranteed reviews, and the infamous bestseller campaign. Here's the trigger. They say this will finally put you on the map. And every writer wants visibility. And we all know that, the industry moves slowly, algorithms still hostile, marketing feels like shouting into the darkness. So when someone offers a shortcut, it doesn't feel reckless, it feels merciful. Scammers exploit that hunger with illusions of scale. They promise reach without proof, exposure without metrics, prestige without outcomes. A client once paid $895 for a multi-platform feature. The feature? A Facebook page with fewer followers than the Instagram that he had for his cat. His return wasn't disappointing. It was zero. Not low engagement, no engagement. Here's the reframe that most writers need. You don't want visibility. You want results. And the only result that matters is actual readers buying, buying actual books. Legitimate promotion doesn't hide its numbers. Real bloggers show traffic. Real podcasters share listener data. Real publicists walk you through past campaigns, including the ones that underperform. If there's no proof, you're not buying opportunity, you're buying hope, and hope is expensive. But it gets worse because the next scammer psychological trigger doesn't just exploit desire, it exploits trust. The Authority Mirage. This is a scam that wears a suit. It's awards, industry directories, press lists, and curated festivals. Here's the trigger. This appeal gives you false validation that you belong in the writer's world. This proves that you're a real writer. And of course, authors want legitimacy. They want a signal, they want something that says, I belong here. So scammers manufacture these credibility structures, gold seals, formal language, certificates, photos of people at podiums. Oh, yes, it feels official, but it's cardboard theater. If you pay, you win. It's credit card validation. Everyone wins who pays, which means really no one wins except the person collecting the fees. In the early 2000s, a small international book award emerged that gave out hundreds of category wins. Why so many categories? Because each category was a profit center for the scammer. Selling awards is scalable and profitable. Now, here's a curveball. Not all paid opportunities are scams. Some indie awards charge fees to fund judging. Some niche newsletters sell promo slots to survive. The difference isn't whether you pay, the difference is transparency. Real authority doesn't need to chase you in DMs. They have a credible website, clear criteria, public winners, organizers that you can contact. If legitimacy requires secrecy, it isn't legitimacy. And then comes that final trigger, the one that collapses your ability to think at all. The urgency squeeze. Now, this trigger is everywhere, and it's probably the most dangerous. Psychological trigger number 4 is the urgency squeeze. They say, oh, last few slots, offer expires tonight. We hand selected you. Act now or lose the opportunity. Well, here's the message beneath the message. Decide before you can think. Urgency disables comparison. It prevents research. It collapses reflection. It pairs emotional highs, praise, hope, belonging with immediate action. That's not coincidence. That's design. Notice this. If an offer is legitimate, walking away doesn't destroy it. But scams evaporate the moment you hesitate. That's why one of the most powerful questions you can ask is this. If I step back right now, would their urgency vanish? Well, if the answer is yes, you're not missing an opportunity. You're escaping a trap. Reclaim your power. Here's one small action you can take today. Create a promotion red flag checklist. 4 simple questions. Does this offer rely on flattery instead of data? Do I have an emotional longing for the recognition being offered? Can they prove who their audience is with real metrics? And then if I walked away right now, would their urgency suddenly vanish? Drop this into your notes app and run every offer through it. Now, tell me in the comments what's the most suspicious promotional email you've ever received or almost fell for. Listen, you deserve real readers, not manufactured applause. You deserve industry partners who respect your work, not monetize your vulnerability. You're not gullible, you're passionate, and passion becomes power when you can recognize the triggers being pulled. Once you see the system, it stops working on you. Hey, thanks for watching. And if this helped, watch the next video to keep your writing moving forward. Have a great writing day.